We have set up troopers basically every 200 to 300 feet to try and seal him in, to try and trap him in, and then ultimately flush him out. It seems as though at this moment that is what has happened here. And you can see the law enforcement agents gathering out there on the scene, waiting to see where this vehicle goes next. And I'm sure at 9:30, when this Pennsylvania State Police press conference occurs, we'll get more details about exactly how they were able to take Cavalcante into custody here.
Danny, this vehicle that our viewers are watching, a big black vehicle, there's a motorcade now surrounding it, has Danilo Cavalcante inside. John Miller, where is he going? And when he gets there, what happens?
They anticipated, I think in optimistic terms, that they were going to catch him. So they must have a designated space where they intend to bring him. He's going to undergo a medical check and then some intake process, and then sort out whose prisoner he is. Part of what we saw is kind of the delay of getting him into the back of that Bearcat, which is a bulletproof vehicle, was probably figuring out, okay, in whose custody is he? Is it you? Is it you? Is it the marshals? Is it the state police? What are we using? Are we using the federal warrant, the unlawful flight to avoid prosecution? Are we using the state warrant? You know, they're sorting all that out, but he's definitely going to a police facility, and then likely either medical people will be brought there to check him out, or he will be brought to a medical facility. But given his history, all that's going to be done on a very tight security basis.
I know this sounds like a silly question, but he was already serving, I believe, up to a life sentence convicted of murdering his girlfriend. Does anything change for him now in prison?
Conditions will. You know, it's not a silly question. It's actually quite interesting because part of the psychological calculus here is a guy with nothing to lose. He's serving life in prison. He's wanted in Brazil for another case. You know, he is a guy with no prospects of ever getting out of prison. So thus his motive to escape. But because he's going to be carried as an escape risk, as a tier 1, risk prisoner, the facility he's going to be put in is not going to be a regular prison. It's going to be